Hey folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I'm smiling because I'm looking forward to this one because it seems to be a very unique request. It was a gift request of Dennis King. Dennis, shout out to you. First of all, first order of business is to thank you for the gift and the request. It's of Wylie Gustafson's Yodeling Fool. Here's what Dennis said. Hi Don, here's a request for a new artist to your channel. Montanan singer-songwriter Wylie Gustafson and his great band, The Wild West. Wylie is a fourth-generation rancher and accomplished horseman who gained some fame many years ago with his yodel for the search engine website Yahoo. And I can hear that in my mind's ear. It's like Yahoo! Like, here's Wylie and The Wild West's Yodeling Fool. Thanks for the hard work you put into your channel and take care. Well, you're welcome, Dennis, and thank you for being a vibrant part of the community here. So let's see. That's why it's fascinating because, like, that's part of American lore. That Yahoo's Yahoo, you can hear that. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And that's the point of, like, a jingle for a commercial or what have you, which gets stuck in your head. Remember when you would use the dial-up to get on AOL at the internet's, or basically the beginnings of dial-up internet, and it would go, whatever. Wylie, that's a perfect name too for a rancher and a yodeler. Oh, 1993. Oh yeah.
A small town boy from Montana, he wore a red bandana with a guitar always close at hand. Led by his intuition, he had but one ambition, to become the greatest yodeler in the land. You can find him on the streets, in the alleys, and the bars, correcting and perfecting his tune. But the townsfolk just laughed, turned their backs, he was the local yodeling fool.
I feel like I'm watching Dwight Yoakam. Like listening to in part. But the movement is Dwight. This is good. But where they chose the different shots up on the mountain, down here, over there, and the road, gravel road, all of it. And then we got the snow behind them because it's Montana. 11 months of snow a year.
He practiced every night. His song seemed to be his only friend. One day he disappeared and the townsfolk cheered. Hooray, we'll never have to hear him again. No longer on the streets, in the alleys and the bars could you hear his lonesome tune. Oh, the boy had gone and taken with him his song of the local yodeling fool.
Plants are those? How it started.
Well, one day Farmer Bill had his truck parked on the hill with his radio blaring across the town. Well, now who should he hear coming in so loud and clear? It was that local yodeling clown.
There you go.
They could hear him on the streets, in the alleys, and the bars. A voice that rang so true. They heard that shout, they knew without a doubt it was the local yodeling fool.
How do you like me now? Rams. That's a green yodel. That, you know, that reminded me of Toby Keith. Like when they heard him on the radio, Toby Keith, How Do You Like Me Now? But I'm thinking, all right, so a while back, a couple of months ago, I either made a comment or I did something on what's the most difficult. I looked it up even to see like what's the most difficult instrument to play according to musicians. And I think the general consensus, and I looked at a few different websites or wherever I found it, and violin or fiddle was considered to be the most difficult one to learn and to play. And I thought, oh, because I'm thinking maybe accordion or something. And I've heard the trumpet can be difficult because you've only got 3 keys, whatever you call them, and they got to be precise while blowing out. But violin, whatever. But then I'm thinking, vocally, what's the most difficult? And I'm thinking maybe yodeling. I don't know. You got to do I mean, in one sense, it seems like you're just letting your voice go instantly spastic falsetto or something like that. But it's not. It's very controlled because it goes up, but then you're bringing it right back down, up. You're bringing it down, up, down, and then you carry the tune out. And that even with Yahoo. And it was like Yahoo, like he carried it out. But in this one too, I'm wondering if any part of this song has the Yahoo yodel in it. I might get copyright struck by Yahoo, even though they don't use it anymore. I don't think they do they? I don't have Yahoo. I mean, Yahoo is still a company. They own a lot of things, but I don't think they do the Yahoo thing. I could be wrong, though. I'm sure I'll find out. And if Wylie sees this, Wylie, kudos to you, man. That was awesome. It's funny because the way you're dressed out in the mountains and stuff, the immediate thing would be like, well, that's not going to work. If you pitched that to a producer and said, I want to be dressed up out doing this, it might be like, I don't think you want to go with that. But it worked. And because, well, first you got the bright red, you got the red hair going there. You're like, well, that's different. And then, well, Gustafson, that actually kind of makes sense because that's from Nordic origins, which is redheads, a lot of them. And then the green jacket set against the green backdrop and the nature of the song, which is yodeling. You could almost do that song anywhere and get away with it. So, what an experience. And of course, with the Montana backdrop, I've never been to Montana, but it's on my bucket list to get there. So I'm going to rate this thing. Dennis, good find, good choice. 1993, so 31 years ago, this was released. This song was released. I don't know when the Yahoo jingle or the Yahoo came out. I'm not sure. But the number on this one, based on all of what I just took in, was a 9.5. That popped into my head immediately, and man, that was just creative, well done. I love the guitar picking in it, which could have been lost in this whole thing because of so much going on. And I love just the storyline. This yodeler, they wanted the clown out of town. He left, and then Farmer Bill or somebody heard him on the radio. And there you go. How Do You Like Me Now? A la Toby Keith. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.
Local yodeling fool.